Hello students, welcome to your computer classroom. So I hope all of you are doing well, and in the previous classes we have already started the number system. So before moving further, let us have a revision of what we have covered so that you can relate with that. Okay, so let us come to our textbook. So in the previous class what we have done, we have seen the different types of positional number systems. So in that we have seen decimal, binary and octal. Clear? So till octal we have covered the things. Okay, so before moving to the hexadecimal, let us see once again the each of these with the example as well. Okay, so in the decimal number system we have seen that there is the base 10, and because of this base 10 only 10 numbers can be used in the decimal number system, that we already do in the maths also. So all of the digits which we are writing with the help of these only 10 digits. Okay, and that is why the base is 10. And what are the you can say what are the numbers which you use in the decimal? That is 0 to 9. So 1 to 9 is 9, and including 0 it becomes 10. Clear? So these are the 10 symbols which we use in the decimal. Okay, so then we were doing that how to represent any number of the decimal number system if it is. So how to denote this in the terms of its base. So easily, as we write in the maths also, that 123 we are denoting or multiplying with their positional value. That is, 1 is multiplied with the 100, 2 is multiplied with 10, and 3 is multiplied with 1. That is the unit, then tens, and then 100 position. Clear? This already we are knowing. After that, this unit, 10 and 100 is expressed in the form of powers of 10. Why powers of 10? Because it is, we are going to denote this in the terms of its power, in the terms of its base. So base here is 10, and each of these bases is denoted with the increasing power. So 1, how we can denote 1? 10 to the power 0, any number raised to the power 0 will be 1. Clear? So here that is why we have written 10 to the power 0. Then 10, so 10 can be written as 10 to the power 1, and 100 10 to the power 2. Clear? So this way the same number we have written in the terms of 10 power. Clear? And when you calculate, it will again come the same number. If you calculate this whole you can say number, then it will become what? 100 plus 2 plus, here it is 3 into 1. So 100 plus not here 2, it is 20. Why? Because 20, because it is 2 into 10. So that is why 20, and at the unit place we are having 3. So here 100 plus 20 plus 3, it will again give you the 123. So why we have breaking this? We are breaking this to relate with it in the terms of its base. Okay, this we have seen. Okay, now move to the binary number system. So binary number system, we have seen that here the base is 2, and only two symbols can be taken, that is 0 and 1. Okay, then in this we have seen that earlier, as in the decimal we were writing in the terms of power of 10. So here we will write in the terms of power of 2. So here we have taken a number 1001. Now if you want to write this 1001 in the terms of power of 2, so here you can see I have multiplied each of these numbers with the increasing power of 2. So here it is 2 to the power 0, then 2 to the power 1, 2 to the power 2, and 2 to the power 3. Clear? So every time we are multiplying with the base. So here this number is in the binary, that is the base 2. That is why we are multiplying each digit with the base 2. And while doing this process, we are actually converting this decimal, we are converting this binary into decimal. Clear? So here we have got 2 to the power 0, that is 1, and here everywhere two of these digits are multiplied with 0. So here it is 0, and then 2 to the power 3. So 2 to the power 3 here becomes 8. So 8 plus 1, it becomes 9. So now this 9 which we have got, this is in the decimal. Clear? So you can write base 10. So we have converted this binary into decimal. If you want to see one more example, let us see. So here we can see that we have taken a binary number that is 1010. Now if we are going to denote this in the decimal, so each of these digits, as you can see, we have multiplied with the increasing power of 2. So here we have multiplied with 2 to the power 0, 2 to the power 1, 2 to the power 2 and 2 to the power 3. Clear? So easily now you can calculate 2 to the power 0 is 1 and 0 into 1. What will it become? Again it will become 0. Then 2 to the power 1, that is 2. 2 multiplied by the digit 1, then it becomes 2. Then 2 to the power 2, that is 4. Now 4 is being multiplied with 0, and then the answer will become 0. And here 2 to the power 3, that is 8. 8 is being multiplied by 1, so answer will become 8. So here what we have to add? 8 plus 0 plus 2 plus 0. We are adding these numbers. So if we add this, it will finally it will become 8 plus 2, that is 10. So here we have got the 10. So this 1010, that is the binary number. If you calculating this in the decimal, we will get the decimal as 10. Clear? And to denote this for our convenience, we can write the base 10 as it is the decimal number. I hope this is clear. Now let us come back. So here we have seen an example of binary as well. Now moving further, let us come to the octal. Before octal we have seen this also, that how to convert any decimal to binary. We can do the successive division by 2. Let me come. Okay, so here we have seen that if there is any decimal number like 17, and if you want to write this in the binary number system, what we can do? We can do the successive division, like 17 divided by 2, that is 2 8 is 16, and here we are writing the remainder. At the right side we are writing the remainder. Clear? So 2 8 is 16, 2 8 is 16 and remainder 1. The quotient we are writing at the bottom. Then 2 4 is 8, remainder is 0. So here we have written 0. Then 2 2 is 4 and the remainder is 0. 2 1 is 2, remainder is 0. Clear? So now whatever the different remainders we have got, we have to write this in the opposite direction from bottom to top. Clear? So here what we have got? 1 triple 0, 3 zeros we have, so write the same 1 triple 0 and 1 at the top. Clear? So this way we are converting this decimal into binary. Clear? So this is the binary equivalent of the decimal number 17. In the same way we can you can write any of the decimal number. For example, if you want to write, suppose let us take 15. Okay, let me take a blank page. Okay, so here I am taking example 15. So what we have to do? We have to do successive division, and we are converting this into the decimal. So let us divide by 2, because we are converting this decimal to binary. That is why we are dividing by 2. So 2 7 is 14, remainder is 1. Then again let us do 2 3 is 6, again remainder is 1. Then 2 1s are 2, 2 1s are 2 and remainder is 1. Okay, clear? So now what we have to do? We have to arrange this in the opposite direction from bottom to top. So here we are doing this. Now what will be the answer? It will be 1 1 1 1. These are the 4 ones, and this is the binary equivalent, so you can make a bracket and write 2 at the bottom. Clear? So this is the conversion of 15 into, the question was 15, which was the decimal number, and this decimal we have converted into binary, that is 1111, that is the binary. Okay, so this we have seen the two examples using which you can write these very easily. I hope you have done the homework question as well. So now the next was octal number system. So as in the decimal there were 10 digits, in the binary there were 2. So in the octal we are having the base 8. Base 8 means only 7 digits can be used. Which are these? 0 to 7. Only 8 digits can be used, and these are 0 to 7. 1 to 7 will be 7, and including 0 it will be 8. In the octal number 8 and 9 will not be there. So suppose I asked that is 128 a octal number system? So what will be the answer? No. Why no? Because we are using 8 here. So 8 can't be used in the octal number system. So 128 is not a octal number system. Then if I ask 127, so yes, 127 can be a octal number, because all of the digits are in the range. It is less than 8. Till 7 all the digits can be used. Okay. So let us see the example of the octal also. So in the octal, as you can see, we have taken example 112. Clear? So now each of these digits, earlier as according to the base we are multiplying, so here the base is 8, so that is why we are multiplying with the base 8 every time with the increasing power, that is 8 power 0, 8 power 1, 8 power 2. Clear? Now 2 into 8 power 0 will become 1, then 1 into 8, and 8 power 2 is 64. So answer we are getting is 64 plus 8 plus 2, that is 74. This 74 is the decimal. We are actually converting this octal into decimal. Let us see one more example. Okay, so come to the digital board and move to the next. So here we have a number 172, which is a octal, and you are going to convert this into the decimal number system. So each of these, the digits, that is 2, 7, 1, these are being multiplied with the power. Then 2 is the rightmost, so here we have taken 2 and multiplied this with the power 8 power 0. Then we have the next 7. 7 is being multiplied with 8 to the power 1. So each of these is being multiplied with 8. Here it is, the first one is 8 power 0. Here the second one is being multiplied by 8 power 1. And this one is being multiplied with 8 to the power 2. The same we have done here. We have multiplied with, the 2 is multiplied with 8 power 0. I hope this is visible. Then this 7 is multiplied with 8 power 1. Then this 1 is multiplied with 8 power 2. Clear? So this way we are multiplying each of these with the increasing power of 8. So 8 to power 0 is 1. So 2 into 1, it is 2. Then 8 power 1, that is 8. 8 power 7, 56. And then 8 power 2, that is 64. 64 into 1 is 64. So then we are adding this 64 plus 56 plus 2. So add this, check the answer is correct or not. 64 plus 56 plus 2. So 6 plus 4, 10 plus 2, 12. Carry 1. Then 6, 6, 12. So 122, the same answer we have got here. Now 122, we can see that at the out of the bracket we have written 10, because this is the decimal equivalent. Clear? So this way we have converted this octal into decimal as well. Okay. So the same example is given here as well. Okay, so let us erase and move to the next. So here you can also see that whenever you are converting the octal to binary, that is also very easy. you can do the successive division by 2, or you can write in the powers of the 2 also if you denote that. So if you take that how octal 7 can be converted into the binary, so if you divide this 7 successively by 2, you will get the same. So here you can see 2 3 is 6, remainder is 1, then again divide by 2, 2 1 is 2, remainder is 1. So here we have got the 1. Write this in the inverse order, then the answer we have got is 1 1 1. The same you can see here also. Here we have this one. So this way you can convert this any of the octal also in the binary. And as we are in the binary, we are using 3 digits to denote. Why 3 digits? Because when you write 8, let me erase this first. If you are writing any of the octals, then why every time it is written in 3 digits? Because octal is 8 is 2 to the power 3. Clear? So this power denotes that the number of digits for a single you can say representation. So 3 digits. For example, 0 also. So 0 will also be denoted into 3 digits, that is 0 0 0. Clear? 1 is 1 with 2 0 at the beginning. Then 2, if you denote this 2 in the binary, you can successive division by 2 also. Clear? So this way we can see that all of these are, and if you are knowing these 0 to 7, the binary of this, then easily you can write any of the octal into binary. If you, as I have told you earlier also, as you can see 37, so the first one is representation of the 3. So 3, here you can see 0 1 1, we have written 0 1 1, then 7, just we have checked 1 1 1, so 1 1 1. Clear? So this way any of the octal can be breaked and it can be written in the binary very easily. Okay, so I hope we have gone through the homework, the questions which we have given. Now the next is the hexadecimal number system. So hexadecimal number system, as the name itself, that here we are having the 16 digit. Hex means 6 and decimal means 10. So hex plus deci means 6 plus 10, that is 16. Clear? Here we are using hexadecimal. Hex itself means 6. Clear? And deci means 10. We have seen earlier in the decimal number system the deci denotes 10. So hexadecimal is 10 plus 16, 10 plus 6, that is 16. Hexadecimal means 16. Clear? So what are the 16 you can say digits we are using? The 16 digits which we are using in the hexadecimal is 0 to 9 and then A to F. Okay, why A to F? Actually, let me come to the table. So here you can see, let me erase this. So here you can see the different hexadecimal numbers like 0 to, or you can see the decimal, that is 0 to different till 15. Why till 15? That if you come to the 16, it will again exceed. So 0 to 15 will be the 16, 1 to 15 will be 15, and then when we include 0, it will be 16 digits. Now all of these till 9, you can see that 9 is denoted as 9 in hexadecimal also. But if you denote the 10 in the decimal, so if you want to see, the 10 is repetition of the earlier 0 and 1 which we have already used. Clear? So from 10 onwards we are using the alphabets, that is A, B, C, D. Clear? Then E and F also if you move bottom. Clear? So here you can see after 9, all of the different 10 11, these are denoted by the different alphabets. Why we are using alphabets? Because after 9, if we will use 0 1, this symbols we have already used. Yes or no? We have already used 0 1. Clear? So to to make it unique, to make a new symbol, we are using from A to F. Clear? So whenever you are using the hexadecimal, we are using the 16 symbols. 0 to 9 is 10, and after that 6 digit from the alphabet. 6 alphabets, 1 2 3 4 5 6, you can easily see. Clear? So 10 is denoted as A, 11 is denoted as B, 12 is denoted as C, 13 as D, 14 as E, and 15 as F. Clear? So this way we are using the 16 digits or 16 symbols, you can say. Clear? I hope you are understanding it. Okay, now see that how in the hexadecimal we are representing the things. Okay, so read it also. It can represent binary values in more compact and readable form, and the convergence between the binary and hexadecimal number system is very efficient. An 8-bit binary number, a byte, can be represented by 2-digit hexadecimal number system. What does it mean? As in the decimal we have seen that we can write in the 3 digits. If it is hexadecimal, it will take actually 4. How 4? 2 to the power 4 is 16. Yes or no? When you multiply 2 4 times, that is 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. So here these 4 number of times when we are multiplying 2, we will get 16. 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, 8 to the 16. So this 4 denotes that 4 places will be used for denoting a single hexadecimal. If you are writing the binary of that, it will take 4 places or 4 digits. Clear? So if you can see example also, if we will explain this with the example. So here you can see, if let us complete the reading also. An 8-digit binary number can be represented by 2-digit hexadecimal number. Clear? So as we were saying that if there is 1 byte, that is 8, 1 byte means 8 bits. So for each of the byte you will you will require 2 hexadecimal number, because a 4 for 4 bits we are having 1 hexadecimal. So for a byte we will use 2 hexadecimal number, that is 2-digit hexadecimal number. When we will take the example, it will be more clear. So for example, you can see here 1FF. This is a hexadecimal number system. Yes or no? 1 is the normal one. Then F is, for F what we use? F is the 15 in the hexadecimal. We have just seen in the table below that F is 15. You can see here also that F is noted as 15 in the decimal. If hexadecimal is F, its decimal equivalent will be 15. Okay, now come to our question. Okay, let us erase this also. So here we are taking the number as 1FF. Clear? Now each of these will now be multiplied with the base, that is 16. Already we are doing multiplication with the base whenever we are converting in the decimal. So here you can see each of 1FF is multiplied with the increasing power of 16, that is 16 power 0, 16 power 1, 16 power 2. Clear? Then the F is denoted as 15. So it will not be meaningful if we multiply 16 with F. We have to convert this F with some digit. So F is denoting 15. So the same we are doing here. Clear? So F is 15. 15 into 16 power 0 is what? 16 power 0 is 1. So 15 is multiplied with 1. Clear? Then F into 16 power 1. That is F into 16. Then 1 into 16 power 2, that is 16 into 16. If you multiplied 16 into 16, what will come? It will come 256. You can do this also. Clear? So when you multiplied 16 into 16, it will come 256. Clear? So this way we are writing the value of F, and the same we are multiplying with the powers of the 16. Then 256 we have seen. The first one is 256. 15 into 16, it will come 240. Then 15 into 1, it is 15. Then when you will add, it will come 511. So 511 is the decimal equivalent. The decimal equivalent means the 1 FF of the hexadecimal, that is 16 base, is now denoted in the decimal as 511. Okay, I can understand it is little bit new for you. Let us take one more example to make it clear. Okay, so let us come to the next slide. So here as I was saying you, the different digits for the hexadecimal, you can see it once more, that the different till 9 we are using till 9, and till decimal 9 we are using the 9 symbols. Then from from 10 onwards we are using alphabets A, B, C, D, E, F. Clear? So this we have seen already in the book also, with the form of the table. So here you can see the different symbols which are used for denoting the numbers greater than 9. Clear? So greater than 9 we are using, from 10 onwards we are using A, B, C, D, E and F. Okay, let us come to the example of conversion from hexadecimal to decimal. So here it is. So we have taken a hexadecimal number 1AB. So 1AB. AB we have just seen that A is denoting 10 and B is denoting 11. You can write this easily after 9 onwards. You can write 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and write A, B, C, D, E, F. So this way it will be easy to know that what exactly. After some time it will you will learn this also. So A and B are denoting 10 and 11. Clear? So now we will multiply this with the increasing power of 16. So B denotes 11. B is denoting, here B is denoting 11. So now 11 is multiplied with what? 16 power 0. This we have done. Here it is written 11 into 16 power. This symbol means power. Clear? So 11 into 16 power 0. Then it is written 10 into 16 power 1. 10 into 16 power 1. And after that we are having 1. Why we have taken 10? 10 was taken in the place of A. So A and B is now replaced by the values 10 and 11. Now 1 is multiplied with 16 power 2. Why we are increasing the power? In all of the representation we were doing the same to increase the power of 16. So 16 raised to the power 0, then 16 raised to the power 1, then 16 raised to the power 2. Clear? So now you can multiply and get the value of these. So 16 power 2 is 256. If you can do also the calculation 16 into 16. So you are already doing the maths also, you can do it very easily. So 6 into 6, 36, carry 3, then 6 into 1, so 16, 6 ja, 96, then 16. So what will be the answer? If you'll add, it will 6, 9 plus 6, 15, carry 1, 1 plus 1, 2. So this way I am making you also easy. Clear? So this 256 is 16 into 16. Let us erase this. So whatever the calculation, it is very easy also. You can do it by your own. Even then after we are having 10 into 16 power 1. It is very simple. 16 into 10, it is 160. Then 16 power 0. 16, any number of the power to raise to the power 0 is 1. So actually here doing what? 11 into 1. Clear? So it will very simply, it will come 11. So the same is written here, 11. So what we have done, we have denoted all these values, all the alphabets we have converted in the decimal. Then we are going to add this. So 256 plus 160 and plus 11. So add this and get the answer. It is very easy. 6 plus 1, 7. then 5 plus 6, 6, 6, 12, then it is 2, carry 1, 2 plus 1, 3, carry 1, it is 4. So 427 is the answer we have got. Now this 427 is the decimal, so you can write 427 with the base 10. Clear? See how simple it is. The same process we are doing in all of the conversions. Whenever we are converting into the decimal, each time we are multiplying with the increasing power of the base. So here it was hexadecimal, so the base of this was 16. So that is why we have multiplied each time with the increasing power of 16. Clear? I hope this is very easy. You can take one or two more questions and you can simply do it in your copy. Then it will be very easily, you can relate to it and you will understand it. Okay, so let us come to the textbook. So this way we have seen example of hexadecimal number system also. Okay, wherever you have confusion, it is very easy. You have the convenience also, you can pause the video and watch it again. Clear? It will clear your confusion. Only thing we are doing is multiplying with the increasing power of the base. So here the base is 16, so that is why we are multiplying with the increasing power of 16. Is it clear? Okay, now the different hexadecimal are denoted with their binary. So here also, for any of the time, if you are denoting it in the binary, we can do the successive division by 2. So suppose if you want to write any hexadecimal in the binary, suppose there is a example given like 4b3a. This is a hexadecimal. If you want to convert into the binary, how will you convert it? You will write the binary of each of these in the 4-digit form. So let us take A. A can be seen that A is denoted as 1010. Write the same 1010. Then 3 you can check, it is written 0011. You can do the successive division also for conversion of the 3. It is very easy. Then B is 1010, 1011. The same we are writing 1011. Then 4, simply you can check from the table also. So this table will not be with you in the exam. You have to do the successive division of each of these. 4, 3. So easily you can see. Suppose I want to get the binary of 4. What we can do? We can do the division of 4. Very simple it is. So if you divide 4 by 2, very easily you can get 2 2s are 4. Remainder is 0. If again divide it by 2, it is 2 1s are 2. Remainder 0. So 100 from bottom to top, same is written 100, but it is in hexadecimal, so we have to write in the 4-digit form. So we will write 10 more. Clear? So very simple way we are doing all the things, and we have taken various examples as well. So this way you can see this 4 is represented as 0100. Clear? So this way we can write this hexadecimal into binary. So when you write all of these together and write the base 2, clear, it is the binary equivalent of this given hexadecimal. Clear? Now we have covered all of the 4 types of positional number system, that is decimal, binary, octal and hexadecimal. Okay, try to do few of the conversions, few of the examples which we have given. So for the today homework, what you have to do? You have to find the decimal equivalent of few of the hexadecimal numbers. Like, let us take few of the questions. First question, take it A, B, C. You have to find what? You have to find the decimal equivalent. This is hexadecimal. You have to convert this into decimal. Write one more example, like 1C 1C9. 1C9. Convert this also in decimal. Clear? Write these two questions and do it in your copy also, and send all these questions. Very few of you have sent me. I will check it. Okay, so after in the coming class we will do few of the conversions which we have already done. Clear? So the same conversions which we have done In the coming class we are going to summarize all the things and do all the things once again. Clear? Before that, revise and do the examples, questions, the questions which I have given in the homework. Clear? So revise all the 4 positional number system. Okay, thank you, and meet in the next class with the queries and whatever the doubts you have. Okay.